We are going to Italy to do a foreign tour. I'm really excited about it. I know our team's really excited about it.
We're in Rome for 2 days, and then we start traveling north. So we'll stop into Siena, we'll stop in Florence, we'll stop by Pisa, we'll go into Milan, we'll go up to Lake Como.
We're going to get to have 3 matches against different Italian teams. We're so lucky to be able to have this opportunity because most teams don't have the chance to be coached with their actual coaches in the summer.
We get an extra 20 days with this trip to prepare kids for the system and the coaches and the terminology and all the things that it's a lot different than high school volleyball.
There's only 4 upperclassmen and then we have 12 underclassmen, so just being able to teach them the ropes and kind of how everything in our system works is a really good plus for us.
From what I've seen, I've also played against a couple European teams. The game's a little bit slower and they have really heavy arms, so we run a really fast offense, so it's going to be interesting to see how we compete with a different type of offense.
I think that's a big advantage, especially us playing Creighton and SMU and just big teams like that this year. We'll see bigger opponents on the other side of the net this summer, so I think that'll help us translate into going into the season where we'll see those bigger teams where we're not as big but we can still hang and just use what we learned while we were playing in Italy and bring it back to the States.
Change is always good for us, and 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks just together and playing yourselves over and over again gets old fast. And I don't care if it's a fast game or a long game, it's the idea that we get to compete and compete against someone other than wearing the same Arkansas State jersey.
Also, every day we're going to get to experience like sightseeing in the mornings, traveling around the different cities.
I'm so excited to see the Coliseum. The Olympics were there and just seeing like how back then it looked compared to how it is now.
Pizza, 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 and gelato.
I really want to see the Trevi Fountain. Well, I heard if you throw a coin in, you get to go back. And I actually did throw a coin in a couple years ago, so I'm like, I really think it's true. You get to go back.
We had a presentation given to the team yesterday from Rebecca Oliver and Tim Oliver. They're faculty at this campus, and they just got back from there last summer. The one part that kind of stuck with me is don't look at things through the eye of your camera. Look through it with your eyes first and enjoy the scenery and the statues and the art, and remember how you feel when you see it.
You guys have been practicing your Italian.
A little bit. Si. Ciao is hello or goodbye.
Andiamo, that means here we go.
The first thing we told our kids is how to say please and thank you.
Grazie is thank you. Per favore is pardon me. Is please. No. Is please, right?
If you can start with please and thank you, that'll take you a long way.
I hope it opens our eyes to not only a different volleyball type of play, but just like a cultural mindset. Just open our eyes to a different type of world, a different type of country where, you know, people live differently.
Most of us haven't even been out of the country before, so I think that's just a really good experience that we'll get to have together.